Hi there, this is Loy speaking to you from loymachedo.com. And who's loymachedo.com? Just want to get my system before it goes into the screensaver mode. Okay, fine, done it. Alright, today I got a question. Don't want to give his name. I don't know if this is his real name, but anyway, I'll just keep it as Mr. S. Now what he says is, hello sir, good evening. Yes, good evening to you. I am actually, this is how we write. I am Hindu and Indian. Well, nice to meet you, Hindu-Indian. I'm a Hindu-Indian, and I am Hindu and Indian. I love my cousin. Well, that's nice. It's good to know you love your cousin. My and her surname is the same. Okay, fine. So you are in love with your first cousin. Okay, our family is strictly against our relationship. Okay, now that proves to be a problem. Her age is 20 and I'm 18. And that is a bigger problem. And her parents are forcing her to marry someone else because they think that we both will elope or do suicide. Now, listen. First and foremost is, now I really don't know what is your background, your culture, but as far as I can assume, I assume that your family is conservative. Okay, your family is conservative, and yes, they're Hindus. They believe in all these gods who have all these hands and heads, and which is a belief. Many Hindus believe if you touch a cow, it's holy. If you pour milk over some other god, and that's good. They waste milk. They believe in feeding rats, which they think is something holy. So, what I'm trying to tell you is they believe in. If you look at it from a Western perspective or from science, they believe in superstitions. They believe in absolute nonsense. But for those who believe in this, in Hindu religions of gods and animals and pets and pouring milk for a statue and all that, well, that's your belief. Now, you need to understand that coming from this kind of background, obviously they are going to be pretty strict about a lot of rules. And there are some Hindus who go to these so-called holy men or pandits, gurus, who look at some chart and look at the position of the stars in the sky to know whether you are fit enough to marry another girl. So given this background, you need to understand that there is nothing you can do. There is absolutely nothing you can do, whether you talk sense, whether you talk logic, whether you give them reason. They are not going to listen. They are not going to listen, and you're wasting your time if you assume that they are going to listen. And especially given the fact that there are many Hindu families who are very concerned about what society is going to say, what people are going to say. So on the outset, I just want to tell you that given the fact that you come from a Hindu family, an Indian family, staying in India, where most of the people are religious, are kind of backward in their thinking, not as an insult, but it's a fact. Come on. They believe you need to worship rats and cows, and you need to have these statues and magic, stones and stuff that you need to put in your body in order to get some special blessing from some gods above. People are not going to listen to logic and reason. So first and foremost is your relationship is not going to happen. Okay. Now the second problem that you have is her age is 20. She is immature. At 20 years, she is still not seen life. She doesn't know what she wants, and she is born and brought up in this culture where she is just looking for freedom. She's looking to get out. Now, what I mean by that is obviously she doesn't enjoy the freedom Western citizens enjoy. Like, she doesn't go for dating. She doesn't go to pubs. She's not allowed to drink. She's not allowed to roam freely, wear whatever clothes she has, be with different men. So obviously for her, her view of life is very limited. She only knows what she sees. And obviously the only choice that she has, the only interaction that she has had is with you. Now she's 20, which is a beautiful age because girls get mature at that age. So obviously her hormones are pretty high. So she needs satisfaction both physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And you're 18. 18 is the part where, for boys, the testosterone is way bloody high. I mean, you can have sex almost every 1 hour and still feel like you want to have more sex. Your testosterone is at its peak. You can watch sexual movies and keep masturbating and you'll never be satisfied. That's what I mean. You have a lot of energy. So now, she's immature, even though she's much more mature than you. You are extremely immature because you're 18. You have not seen anything of life. I mean, I'm giving you my perspective. When I was 18, the girls that I dated, the relationships that I had, now when I'm, 38, 20 years later, when I look back at 18, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? half the girls, not half, maybe 70% of the girls, I would not even look at their faces. Because when you're 18, you're different. When you become 28, you're different. When you become 38, you're different. And I'll tell you, marriage is not just romance, love, sex. You know, there are so many other factors to marriage. Man, marriage is a very bloody serious thing. If you honestly ask me, you know, seriously, never get married. Because you can enjoy life, you can, you know, have freedom, you can do so many things. And if you do think of getting married, it's not just emotions, because here you're only looking at emotions and feelings. You need to ask yourself, do you have a bank account? Do you have money? Do you have property? Do you have a stable job? Do you have the capacity to look after her? Because let me tell you, for example, if a woman gets pregnant, here in Dubai, if a woman gets pregnant, you would have to spend around 25,000. That is, in US dollars, I would say is around roughly 9,000 US dollars. Okay. So now, do you have the money if she gets pregnant to help deliver the baby? Do you have the money to give medicines to her and the baby? Do you have money to look after the house? Do you have the capacity to take care of her and tell her, you don't need to work, I'll work for you, I'll take care of you? Do you have the money to have a servant? Do you have money to, you know, take care of her education, your education, or, you know, work? So you need to look at all these things, not just getting into a relationship and getting married. And see, listen, if you are not an independent guy, you're not living your own life, doing your own thing, falling in love and thinking of having a relationship is the last thing you should do. See, I know it's very easy for me to talk. At 18, my brain was also not working. But honestly, man, if you get into this kind of relationship, given the odds, especially the odds that your parents, who they are looking after you, you're not looking after them, you are fighting a losing battle. And listen, if you think of running away, don't be stupid, because they can pay people money, the cops, the bad guys, they can get both of you beaten up and, you know, pull you back. And then, listen, don't think about suicide. Suicide is stupid, it's boring, it's not romantic, it's not, oh, you kill yourself, I kill myself, we'll meet in heaven. Come on, it's stupid. You can enjoy life. There's so much more. There's so many beautiful other women. You can go to Bangkok, go to Thailand, get laid. But this is stupid, man. And listen, man, it's romantic at first. Later on, it's boring. Okay. Now, what should I do? Advise me. Well, this is what you should do. Just I know it's very hard to get out from this emotional frame of mind, but there is more to life than just this. Okay, there's more to life. I think you both need to get busy. You both need to break contact with each other, so that, and do something that you enjoy. You go somewhere, make some new friends, some new girlfriends, have sex, ask someone to keep you happy, pay some woman to keep you happy. But don't get into marriage in this way, especially when you don't have the money, don't have the means, don't have the capacity to look after her. Okay, bro, I want to clear that my cousins are not brothers and sisters. Look, even if you're brother and sister, I don't care. Okay, personally, it's no big deal. You can be brother and sister and do whatever the hell you want. But the question here is not brother and sister. Question here is, can you look after the woman? Do you have the capacity? Do you have the maturity? Do you have the means? And you don't have any of this. And you're just 18, man. Come on, 18. I mean, 18 is an age you just should have fun, not get married. Okay, so please give me a solution and advice. Instead of blaming you, I'm not blaming you. It's normal, it's natural, it's okay. Everyone does it, even I've done it. But, you know, I'm telling you very honestly, unless you have a couple of like $100,000 in the bank, you're fighting a losing battle. Okay? Now, what else did he say? Please send me a link of this video. Sir, don't advise me or waste your time for advising, because I've decided to suicide. Oh, you've decided to suicide. I live my life and my dreams in heaven. Okay, fine. Sorry for wasting your time, but you're an awesome person. You're inspiring. Take care. Bye. Okay, fine. If you decided to suicide, well, all the best. I can't do anything if you decided to suicide. But if you honestly ask me, that's stupid. Anyway, that's my advice. I should have read the suicide bit before. Anyway, if you're planning to suicide, all the best. I don't want you to suicide, but if you've decided to suicide, well, just make sure that you sign all your property in my name. Maybe at least I'll be rich. Anyway, all the best. And why would someone suicide? It's so stupid. Anyway, Loy from LoyMachedo.com and who'sLoyMachedo.com, saying goodbye to my friend who has decided to suicide. Well, at least he decided to send me the final note on Facebook. And I'm telling you, I'm not to be blamed. You're the one who has decided suicide. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Anyway, bye. See you.